Hello, welcome back to Math Time with Professor Prime, and I'm your host as always, Professor Prime. And welcome to the Super Ultra Mega Math Time with Professor Prime Anniversary Special Goal. Sometimes you gotta just go over the top with it. But yeah, it's been a year since I started this channel. And honestly, it was a long time coming. So I want to take this video to reflect on some of the things that I've done with this channel in the last year and some of the things that I had outside of that that kind of play into it, and just talking about the future as well, you know? So here we go. Many years ago, I was thinking about making a YouTube channel. And, you know, it just didn't come to fruition. But since then, a lot of people have come to me about making a YouTube channel. And I think it wasn't really until last year that a lot of things started to come together in a rather unique way, I feel, that pushed me in the right direction. Because I had someone towards the end of the year, a friend of mine, asked about that again. And like that friend happened to act at a time where I wanted to get my ideas out there more. I had been preparing for a conference about quantitative literacy, and I had made a presentation on math and writing and how they connect and how they can change the conversation surrounding math. So I was in that right, mindset, but it wouldn't be till several months that I would actually start things up. So I was teaching at the time, and it was a busy semester, and I had, I had to focus on surviving. So anyway, I did that, and when the new year came around, I reflected on a lot during that first of last year, and I decided to make my channel. And I needed a name, I needed an idea, and so I went with Math Time with Professor Prime. It felt right, and in terms of content, I wanted to just have something from the get go. And when I initially conceived of the channel, I was thinking about making videos explaining math concepts, but I couldn't decide how I wanted to do that in a way that I wanted to do that. So I was thinking of other things that I wanted to do, and I really wanted to get my ideas about math and writing out there. So I'm like, hey, why not start with that? That's different. I don't really see people talking about that. Let's put it out there, and hopefully people will see that and think about things a little differently. So I started with that. And then I started thinking about like some of the workshops that I've hosted over the years and what I've done with that. And so I started making video versions of that, just like I did with a video version of my presentation. So that's how I got started on the channel. At the time, I was in an apartment where it just the lighting was awful, but I made do. So as time progressed, I still kept on coming back to the idea that hey, I want to make step by step math videos. But the more I thought about it, it's like one, I just couldn't figure out a way that I wanted to do it. Then when I figured out a way that I wanted to do it, it's like this bores me. I feel like, and I'm not saying that overall I don't contribute something to the conversation when I do stuff like make videos, like with that whole step by step process. It's just not where I was at, and I'm like, there's a million other sites that do that and do it well. So just because I do it well, I mean, is that enough reason to do it when there's already a lot out there? And I'm not saying that I won't ever do that, but I wasn't feeling it after a while, so I started focusing more on what I wanted to do in terms of changing the conversation surrounding math. So I started making more videos that just like interest me and that could interest other people. Like I wanted to make stuff that I was going to have fun with. And so eventually at some point I started my Math in the World series, where I look at math and how it relates to and connects with different subjects, different academic fields, just so many different things. And I mean, I even started doing like franchises, so it was like pretty fun. And so I did that, and I've been having fun with it since. And there's so many ideas that can come from that, and I'm always curious to see like who can add to that conversation. And I had some good talks about that, like off air. That's been like fun, and yeah. So that's been a big series for me, and I'm hoping like the bigger I get, the more people go back and look at that series, because there's a lot of good stuff there that would make you think about some things really differently. And within that series, I actually had some offshoots from it, like my math and gaming series, and that's been fun because, like, I mean, math and gaming, it's all like over the place. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, and so one of the other big things, was I wanted to do some history series. So I have my super ultra mega math history series. One of them is like mega math events, but I haven't really done much with that because I'm more interested by the other series, which is phenomenal figures. And I started with like Catherine Johnson, and kind of went from there. But I talk about people and that have like done cool stuff with math or related to math over time, and a little bit about their lives, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, they're people. Like, they could do these cool things in math, but they're people. They've led rich histories, and they grew up in certain times, and there's a lot of tales that can go with that. So with that being said, that's been fun to do, and as we've gone on time, like, I just have gotten to do like a lot of different types of content that I've been having fun with. And recently, like in the last few months, I started to get out there more because, for the most part, in the beginning, I was mostly telling people I knew about it and just like building things up. But towards the end of the year, I started like getting out there more, and I also started like some new content that has been helpful towards the channel, and I'm grateful for that. So the two things that I wanted to do is like, well, I'll start with the one. One of the things that I wanted to do was start sharing some of my practice sessions with my lightsabers, and now lightsabers. It was just stuff that I had fun with because this year has been crazy, and my lightsaber was keeping me sane. I mean, I joke about it, but kinda. And so I had to take some time off from that because I messed up my leg. So and I had to take off some time from exercising, and so I've been getting back into that at the time where I was kind of expanding more, and so I started filming some of those. And for the most part, the reception has been pretty positive, which I'm very grateful for. And if you're wondering, and you haven't really seen a lot of my other videos, like the lightsaber has always been like in the background, like in some of my videos, like I've talked about it before, and I've definitely used that for some of my classes in the past. I mean, one time I conducted study like sessions with the like for some of my students when I would go and I would do like reviews. It was hard to navigate, but worth it. But yeah, so I've been having fun with my lightsaber videos, and definitely more to come in the future. And honestly, I want to build my collection because that was a long time coming. And I also started doing like Math Time with Professor Prime shorts, where I would talk about some of the takeaways in some of my videos, that sort of style of content. Because like I normally, when I'm making like a big video, I'll have my intro and I have my outro, and they usually like sum up what I want to do, and then like sum up what happened. And just within all my videos, there's a bunch of different content that I feel like could get lost in longer videos, because at this point, in addition to having some like longer videos that are like 10 to 15 minutes and stuff like that, I also have a lot of videos like, and that to me means that some things can get lost. And I'm getting more and more people subscribing, and so they're not necessarily starting from the beginning, and it could be hard to kind of comb through. So I wanted to have a spot where I could, just give the big stuff and have quick conversations. And I've had a lot of ideas that have come out of that, in addition to some of the things that I have had in some of my other videos, and that's been fun. And people have been more responsive to that than some of the longer form videos. But I'm hoping that some of the people will look back at those videos because there's a lot there too. But I wanted to have like long and short content, and some things in the like middle sometimes too. And I've just been like expanding what I want to do with the channel, and it's been growing thanks to you all, and that's awesome. Thank you for that. And at the same time, while I've been doing this channel, I also have a site, and that's been fun. And that site has a lot of content, like a lot of resources, my blog, which I need to start doing again, and some like with those resources, some of them are just like free online math resources, and by that I mean a lot because there's a lot, but it's all like labeled and the links are easy to get to. And then I have like testing tips, study strategies, and things like that. And I'll leave some links in the description both for that and some of the playlists slash series that I was talking about before, because I've done a lot, and so that's been fun. And I'm also like working on a book, so I'm kind of hitting things on like a lot of levels. And that book is going to be an algebra book, and it'll be a guidebook where it'll have like a lot of the textbook stuff too, but it'll be more behind the scenes. It's like having a teacher's copy. That's what it's going to be like. But way more than that too, because I'll also have like testing tips and strategies in there, and I'll also have like, hey, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? What does this mean? What does that mean? Like just really getting in there. So it's gonna be pretty expansive. And when I come out with it, because I've been working out like what I want to do with price. My idea is to like make it affordable. But when that time comes out, I'll let people know how that would go, and I'll try to get like a couple different formats going, or a few. But yeah, so, and I feel like all this ties together. So it's like, hey, I have my channel, I have my site, I'm working on my book, I'm having conversations with people just regularly about math. I always have. And so I enjoyed like a lot of stuff that I've been doing like with teaching over the years, and it was time to expand that. And last year, while I was doing my channel and all the other stuff, I also created a class like the wonder of math. The wonders of math to infinity and beyond. It was a fun class, and I was glad to like partner with some people to implement it out there. But I got to design my own curriculum and have fun with it, and that was great. And I feel like my idea is to help people have different conversations about math, and also just have fun with it myself. Because if I'm not having fun with it, yes, my goals are noble, but what is the point? Like, all right, I don't feel like I'm going to be effective at getting across what I need to get across if I'm not. Because right now a lot of this is like personal work, so I don't want to get too stressed about it. So I've been having fun, but I've been able to stay productive with it, and I think ultimately I can get through to people and help them have a different perspective of math, and help them realize that not only are they more capable than they think when it comes to that subject, but they already do it more than they know, because we're natural mathematicians, and that's something that I want to kind of really get people to know, and that math doesn't belong to just one person, It doesn't belong to one group of people. We all do it, and when we do it in the academic sense, we're just trying to make sense of things. So I wanted people to like get to a point where we know that math is more than what we see in class, and I feel like not only will that help them eventually get to a point where they do better in class, but they realize that they do math all the time, and that they A, see the beauty in math, B, see the wonder in math, C, see the practicality in math, and D, not get got. Because people will try to take advantage of you, and I don't like that. And I feel like if more people knew what they were really capable of and what was really going on, they would be able to fight back a lot more. And so when I see my channel and I see everything else I'm doing, like I'm looking at a larger picture. And I've been enjoying the fact that things have been growing. I would like to see that continue, and I have more things planned for the future, and I'm looking forward to 2021. And this was a longer video than I initially planned, but if you were watching it and you stuck with it, thank you. I appreciate it. And just like the support that friends and family have given, and now the support of a lot of people who I've been meeting through all this. So it's been nice, and I've been trying to expand more on social media, which can be exhausting, but it's been helping too. And I've been connecting with more people, and connection is important, both with what I'm doing and just in life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, learned a little bit more about this channel and why I do it and what I got going on with all that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on making videos. And trying to manage that with my personal and professional life, just having that all together. But yeah, here's to the future. Let's go to infinity and beyond. Professor Prime out.